Hello everyone, I am Vishwara. Today we are discussing about the class 11 physics chapter number 3 motion in a straight line. Our today's topic is average velocity and average speed. This is our lesson number 2 of this chapter. So in this chapter we will discussing about the average velocity and the average speed. So see in this slides, next slides. See in this lecture, average velocity and average speed. When an object is in motion, its position change with the time. But how the fast is the position changing with time, and in what direction? To describe this, we define the quantity a average velocity. Average velocity is defined as the change in position or displacement delta x divided by the time interval delta t in which the delta displacement occurs. Okay, so where x2 and x1 are the position of the object and time t2 and t1 are respect time and time t2 and t1 are respectively. Here the bar over the symbol of velocity is a standard notation used to indicate the average quantity. Okay, see here, this is the bar notation. Okay, this is the bar notation. It is a average, it is a standard notation for to indicate the average quantity. So the SI unit of the velocity is meter per second or the meter second inverse, although the kilometer per hours is used in a many everyday applications. So see here, average velocity, it means the change in position divided by the displacement upon delta t. Okay, displacement upon delta t, it will be gives us that the value of the velocity. So velocity we see here v bar. So v bar it is a standard notation used to indicate the average velocity, average quantity. So see, it is a average velocity. So x2 minus x1 divided by the t2 minus t1 is equals to delta x by delta t. So see the delta x position of object at time t2 and t1 respectively. So here the bar over the symbol is standard notation used to indicate the average quantity. The SI unit of velocity is meter per second or meter per second inverse. Also the kilometer per hour is used in a many everyday applications. Like the displacement average velocity is also a vector quantity, but as explained earlier, for a motion in a straight line, the directional aspect of the vector can be taken care of by plus and minus sign. We do have to use the vector notation in velocity in this chapter. So average velocity, displacement average velocity is also vector quantity, but explained earlier, for a motion in the straight line, the directional aspect of the vector can be taken care by positive and the negative sign, and we do not have to use the vector notation for a velocity in this chapter. So see here, there is the velocity, the graph of the velocity of the slope of line versus the displacement. They see here it is a time t and it is a displacement x. So see in this, consider the motion of a car in a figure 3. The position of x versus t. 0 at t second, 3.3. So the position of x versus t graph, 0 is equals to t and the t is equals to 8 seconds. Slow blow up the slow shown in figure 3.4. As seen from the plot, the average velocity of the car between time t in 5 and t is equals to 7 is v of bar, it is equals to x2 minus x1 divided by x2 minus 0. So it is equals to 27.4 minus 110.0. See here, between the 5 seconds to 7 seconds, the value of t1 and this is the t2. Also this is t1, this is our x1 and this is our x2. On the time, the what is the difference, what is the difference between the position? So see here, x2 is just 27.4 and minus x1 is equals to 100 meters divided by the t2 is the 7 minus 5 seconds. So we will get that the 8.7 meter per second inverse. So geometrically, this is the slope of the straight line p1 and p2 connected the line initial position p1 and the line position p2. See here, this will be gives us the slope. Okay, this will be gives us to the slope p1 and p2. When we are connecting both the line, on that time we will get at here there is a one type of slope. So slope will also be give us to the velocity of these things. So we will get that the geometrically the slope of the straight line p1 and p2 connected the initial position p1 to the final position p2 as shown in figure. The average velocity can be positive or negative. Okay, average velocity can be positive or negative depending upon the sign of the displacement. The displacement, how is the displacement will be changed? It will be depend on the size sign of the displacement. It is zero if the displacement is zero. So the v x versus t graph for an object moving with position positive velocity. See here, this is the positive velocity. Suppose in the what will happen, moving with the negative velocity, it is represented by the when will be what time will be changed, velocity will be decrease, going to decrease on the time with the negative velocity. And the third one is that rest one is that at whenever the it will velocity and our object is rest at any position, on that time average velocity will be constant. Okay, also position will be same, so there are the no position will be changed, so time will be changed. So there are the average velocity we find only displacement of object. We have seen the earlier magnitude of displacement may be different from actual path length. To describe the rate of motion over the actual path, we introduce another quantity is called the average speed. Average speed is defined as total path length traveled divided by the total time interval during which the motion taken place. Average speed is equals to total path length. Okay, speed we have shown on the speedometer. Okay, it will be gives us to the path length divided by the total time interval. So it is the same. Average speed has obviously same unit meter per second inverse that of velocity, but it does not tell us in what the direction an object is moving, thus it is always positive. Is in contrast the average velocity which can be positive or negative. If the motion of an object is along a straight line and in the same direction, the magnitude of displacement is equal to the total path length. In the case the magnitude of average velocity is equals to the average speed. This is not always in the case. You will see in the following example. Okay, so when the same direction, the magnitude of the displacement equals to the path length. In this case, the magnitude and magnitude of average velocity will be is equals to the average speed. But this is not always in the case. Okay, suppose displacement and both the things are same. On the time it will be same, but all the time this is not happen in this phenomena. Okay, so this is our basic topic is that average speed. So these are difference between the average speed, average velocity is a it is a vector quantity, it is a scalar quantity. It is here we are discussing about the displacement upon time. Here we are discussing about the total path length upon time. Here we are discussing about that the average velocity is a also it has a meter per second inverse, or also this unit is will be same. Okay, so unit will be same, but there are the difference. Basic difference is that there is a no, there is a change whenever it is always positive and the velocity will be negative or positive or will be zero. So this is the basic differences there. Now, example number 3.1, a car is moving along a straight line COP in figure 3.1. Okay, so moves from O to P in 18 seconds and return to P to Q in 6 seconds. What is the average velocity? And the average velocity of this car is going to A from QO to P and then from O to P and back to Q. So see here, first of all, the average velocity is equal to displacement upon time. So displacement is means there are the one O to P. So O is our 0 and P is equal to 360. Okay, 360. So we are taking the x2 minus x1 on the time 360 minus 0. It will be gives us that the value of what is the value of 360 plus 60, and that it moves from O to P, it's 18 seconds to return from P to Q. So there are the taking how much time is that 18 seconds. So we will get the 360 upon 18 seconds, it is equals to 20 meter per second inverse. Now suppose in the in the average velocity path length upon time interval. So path length is our O to P, there are the path length is there. What is the path length? There are the path length is 360 meter divided by the 18 second is equals to 20 meter per second inverse. Similarly here, whenever in the push in the position number 2 in the B situation. What is that? The when it will be from P to Q. First of all, it will be reach at P and then P to Q. So return to from P to Q on the time 6 seconds. So see here. See here, from P to Q. First of all, it will be reach at the O to P, and then it will be come back and reach at to O to Q. So on that time, the displacement. What is the displacement? Zero. A position will be changed. So first position and last position. The last position is Q2. Our Q. So Q minus O. It will be gives us the it will be gives us 240 meters. So and divided by the time interval t2 plus t1. So delta time interval is that delta t, it is equals to 18 plus 6 seconds. Okay, so it will be give us till 10 meter per second inverse. What is that? 10 meter per second inverse. But average speed, it is equals to path length upon time interval. On that time, our OP is equals to 360. Our OP is, our O2P is 360 plus P2Q is 240. Okay, P2Q is 120 meter. Okay, 360 minus 240, it will be 120. So 360 plus 120, it is equals to 4 480. So we will divide it by the 24 seconds. There are the 18 plus 6 to 24 seconds. So it will give us the 20 meter per second. Thus in the case of speed of is not equals to the, see here, this is the speed of velocity, average velocity, and this is the average speed. So this case, the average speed is not equals to the magnitude of average velocity. This happen because the motion there here always change in the direction, so that is the path length is greater than the magnitude of displacement. This is so that the speed is general greater than the magnitude of the velocity. In the car example 3.1, move from O to P and come back to O is the same interval. Average speed is 20 meter per second, but the average velocity is 0. Okay, so this is our topic, today's topic.